For nearly 5,000 years, we have been told a simple story. One king, 20 years, 100,000 workers with copper chisels and rope. That story built the Great Pyramid of Giza. At least, that is what we were told. But here is the problem. There is no inscription inside the Great Pyramid that names its builder. No tomb goods, no treasure, no body. Nothing that has ever been found inside the largest tomb ever supposedly built for one man. And the one man in modern history with the power to answer these questions has spent decades making sure no one gets close enough to ask them. This is the story of the Great Pyramid and the man who has guarded its secrets for 30 years. Welcome to Unheard History. His name is Dr. Zahi Hawass. For over 3 decades, he has controlled almost every excavation permit inside Egypt. Every dig, every discovery, every camera crew allowed near the pyramids had to go through him. Researchers who challenge the official story have described the same thing happening to them over and over. Permits revoked, access denied, careers quietly ended. One documentary crew even captured him losing his composure on camera, shouting down a researcher who dared to reopen a question he considered closed. Ancient Egypt is one of the most studied civilizations on Earth, and yet, one of its greatest monuments remains one of its least understood. So we have to ask, is Dr. Hawass protecting Egypt's heritage, or is he protecting something else? The Great Pyramid of Giza was supposedly built around 2550 BC for Pharaoh Khufu as his tomb. It stands 146 meters tall. It contains over 2 million stone blocks, some of them weighing as much as 80 tons. Ancient Egyptians recorded almost everything. Tax records, grain shipments, love poems, complaints against neighbors. They wrote down the smallest details of daily life for thousands of years. But nowhere, in any inscription from Khufu's own era, does it clearly say he built this pyramid. The only evidence connecting his name to the structure are a few faded quarry marks found deep inside hidden relieving chambers, discovered centuries after the pyramid had already been opened, explored, and disturbed by other people. Which raises an uncomfortable question. Just because a name appears on a wall, does that mean the person who owns that name built what the wall belongs to? And there is a deeper problem. Every other pharaoh's tomb ever discovered in Egypt is filled with treasure. Gold, jewelry, furniture, statues, inscriptions praising the dead king by name. The Great Pyramid has none of this. No mummy, no sarcophagus with remains inside, no grave goods of any kind. If this was truly built as a royal tomb, where did everything go? The deeper you go inside the Great Pyramid, the stranger the questions become. Modern engineers still marvel at how precisely the structure aligns with true north, accurate to a tiny fraction of a single degree. That is a level of surveying precision modern construction crews still work hard to achieve today, with lasers and satellites. Inside the king's chamber, massive granite blocks show clean, perfectly rounded drill holes. Engineer Christopher Dunn examined these holes closely and found spiral cutting marks that suggest a drill bit moving through solid granite at a rate that should not have been possible with hand tools of that era. Modern researchers have tried to recreate these same cuts using only copper chisels, the tools historians say the ancient Egyptians had access to. The copper failed almost immediately. If this is true, then how were these stones cut precisely and at scale over 4,000 years ago? There is something else, something almost nobody talks about. To build complex internal passageways deep inside a pyramid, workers would have needed light to see. Historians assume torches or oil lamps, but archaeologists examining the walls and ceilings inside these passageways have found no soot, no smoke residue, no scorch marks of any kind. In 1993, a small robotic camera was sent into a narrow shaft deep inside the pyramid. It found something that should not have been there. A sealed limestone door, fitted with 2 copper handles. No metal fittings like this had ever been found anywhere else inside the structure. For nearly a decade, the world waited to see what was behind it. Then, without warning, Egyptian authorities halted the investigation entirely. In 2002, a new team was finally allowed back in. They drilled a small hole through the door and found another sealed door behind it. That second door has never been opened to this day. Then, in 2017, an international team of scientists used a completely different method, cosmic ray scanning technology called muon radiography, which can detect empty space inside solid stone without ever touching it. What they found was almost unbelievable. A massive hidden void above the Grand Gallery, large enough to rival some of the largest known chambers inside the entire pyramid. Scientists called it one of the most significant archaeological discoveries in decades. Requests to explore it further have been repeatedly denied. So we are left with an uncomfortable set of facts. No inscriptions naming the builder, no treasure, no remains. Precision stonework that modern tools struggle to replicate. Tunnels lit by an unknown light source that left no trace. 2 sealed doors that have never been opened. And a hidden chamber the size of a cathedral that no one has been allowed to enter. Some researchers believe the answer lies further back than we have been told. Robert Bauval noticed something remarkable about the 3 main pyramids at Giza. Their layout mirrors the stars of Orion's belt, not as they appeared during Khufu's reign, but as they appeared around 10,500 BC, over 8,000 years before Khufu was ever born. Geologist Robert Schoch studied the erosion patterns at the base of the Great Sphinx and found deep, rounded weathering, the kind caused by heavy rainfall, not wind, not sand. The last time the Sahara received enough rainfall to cause that kind of erosion was over 12,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age. If these researchers are right, then some of Egypt's most famous monuments may be far, far older than the civilization we credit them to, which would mean the Egyptians we know from the history books didn't build these structures from nothing. They may have inherited them from someone else, someone whose name has been erased so completely that we don't even know we're supposed to be looking for them. Maybe there is a simpler explanation for all of this. Maybe the ancient Egyptians really were far more advanced than we give them credit for, and their true methods were simply lost to time. Or maybe some of what stands on the Giza Plateau today predates ancient Egypt entirely. Either way, one truth remains. The most famous monument on Earth still has doors that have never been opened, and a civilization that guards them, that would rather leave the mystery sealed than risk what might be found inside. He is not immortal, but the questions he left behind might be. This is Unheard History.